Jerry, when it comes to these changes, the federal government essentially said that several vaccines that had previously been recommended for all children are now only being recommended for children who may be at risk for a particular situation or harm that could potentially come from a disease, or if a doctor recommends that it's the right call for a particular child. The State Department of Health here in Pennsylvania, they say they're not changing their recommendations. They're sticking with what the American Academy of Pediatrics has to say. Still, a lot of doctors think that there is a little bit of confusion happening right now.
These vaccines provide the opportunity to train the child's immune system and protect them from that infection without, as you point out, going through the unnecessary risk and harm of actually having that infection.
Some pediatricians say they're trying to clear up a bit of confusion after the list of vaccines recommended for all children was changed to remove flu, RSV, rotavirus, hepatitis A and B, meningococcal disease, and COVID-19. The last of which was removed earlier last year. Some of those vaccines are now being recommended for certain at-risk populations or after a discussion with a doctor. But pediatricians here in Pennsylvania say you should talk with them about what is best for you and your family.
These diseases have not become less dangerous. They have not become less present. There is no new data nationally or locally to indicate that these diseases are less prevalent, less present.
Pennsylvania still requires vaccines for diphtheria, tetanus and whooping cough, polio, measles, mumps and rubella, hepatitis B, and chickenpox or proof of immunity.
Pediatricians aren't politicians, so in general, we're looking out for the child that's in front of us. So having a good relationship with your child's pediatrician to talk about the benefits and the potential risks of any vaccine is important.
The second list you heard is for kids who are going to be in school, and there are some variations as far as when those vaccines are required or which doses might be required for different ages or grades. We'll have that information up on WGAL.com, as well as more information about which vaccines were removed from the recommended for all list. One other quick note. That second list you heard largely reflects what a lot of the federal government has to say at this point should be recommended for all kids. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.